There was once a donkey working for a gardener. Each day was filled with long hours under the sun, carrying loads from one corner of the garden to another. The work was repetitive and exhausting. When the day was over, the food it received was only just enough to keep it going, never enough to truly satisfy its hunger or restore its strength. As the days passed, the donkey grew more tired and discouraged. In its heart, the donkey believed that somewhere else life must surely be better. It quietly wished for a different owner, imagining lighter burdens and kinder treatment. One day, the change it had long hoped for finally came. The donkey was sold to a potter and taken to a new place, filled with unfamiliar sights and smells. At first, it felt a sense of hope rising within, believing that this new owner would surely treat it better and that its burdens would become lighter. For a brief moment, it imagined that its life was finally about to improve. However, it did not take long for reality to set in. The work soon became even more demanding than before. Instead of carrying simple garden tools, it now had to transport heavy loads of wet clay and carefully balance stacks of fragile pottery, making each step more tiring and stressful than ever, even higher than before. Day after day, the donkey strained under the growing burden, its strength slowly fading. It grew weary and discouraged, realizing that this new life was far from the relief it had once imagined. Yet, deep inside, it continued to cling to the hope that another change might finally bring ease and comfort. In time, it was sold once more, this time to a tanner. There, the environment proved even harsher, the labor more exhausting, and the conditions far worse than anything it had previously endured, testing its endurance to the limit. What once seemed like a chance for something better slowly turned into a deeper struggle. The donkey began to understand that each change had not brought improvement, but greater hardship. What appeared hopeful at first gradually revealed itself to be more demanding and difficult than before. As time passed, a quiet realization settled in. The longing for a different life had blinded it to the value of what it once had. In constantly wishing for something better, it had never paused to appreciate the present or to endure with patience. Only then did it recognize that contentment had been within reach all along, unnoticed and unvalued. The pursuit of change without wisdom or gratitude had led it further into difficulty. Change alone does not guarantee a better outcome. This story reminds us that dissatisfaction can easily distort our perspective. While growth and change are sometimes necessary, not every discomfort means we are in the wrong place. True contentment does not come from perfect circumstances, but from a heart that learns to appreciate, endure, and find meaning where it is. When we begin to value what we already have, we often discover that what once felt insufficient can become a source of peace and quiet strength within us.
I am not saying this because I am in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. Philippians 4:11.
我并非有缺乏才这样说，因为我已经学会在任何处境中都能知足。
I'd love to hear what you think about the story. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Nellie. Welcome to Mama 学英语. Next up, vocabulary. Let's break down some interesting words we just encountered. Fudan. Fudan? Something heavy that you have to carry, either physically or emotionally.
Oh, I understand now.
That's right. Treatment, 对待. The way someone behaves toward or deals with another person or animal. It can be kind, harsh, fair, or unfair. Potter 陶匠. A person who makes objects like pots, bowls, and vases using clay, usually shaping them by hand or on a pottery wheel. Exhausted. Something that makes you feel extremely tired, either physically or mentally, after doing it for a long time or with great effort. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. It's time for our Q&A session. What was the donkey's main motivation for wanting to leave the gardener?
A. It wanted to explore new places. B. It believed another life would be easier. C. It disliked gardening work specifically. D. It wanted to become free.
The answer is B. It believed another life would be easier. What pattern can be observed in the donkey's experiences with different owners? A. Each situation improved slightly. B. Each new owner treated it equally. C. Each change led to greater hardship. D. The donkey adapted successfully each time. The answer is C. Each change led to greater hardship. What deeper lesson does the donkey eventually begin to understand? A. Change always leads to success. B. Hard work guarantees happiness. C. Not all change leads to improvement. The answer is C. Not all change leads to improvement. Which of the following best describes the theme of the story? A. Freedom is more important than responsibility. B. Wealth leads to happiness. C. Contentment comes from appreciating one's present situation. The answer is C. Contentment comes from appreciating one's present situation. It's time to say goodbye for now. See you in the next lesson.